Okay, so let's start with stage 2. In stage 2, I'll put you through the HTML aspect of the design. Now, I read something on your project where you said you use HTML, you use Bootstrap. No, Bootstrap is actually an HTML, but it's a framework. The same way you have Laravel to be a PHP framework. Bootstrap is also more or less like an HTML framework. So how does it work? First and foremost, look at the naming convention. For the user pages, we have apply, contact, which is that we have this blade.php. This word blade is the Laravel naming convention for his view pages. But they actually, all these things, they are HTML, they are not PHP. But because we have them as PHP pages, that's why we are assuming as PHP, but the actual code in there is HTML. Now, let me explain how this thing works. If you look at your home page, this guy, you notice that we have home, vacancies, contact. But when you go to vacancies, the vacancy also has the same heading. This place, this same place like this is the same thing. Even though if you go to register, it will still show you the same heading. So in web design, when you have that kind of consistent pages, even if you look at the footer too, this footer here from this copyright is the same thing. So in that case, you don't have to be recreating it for all the pages. You can have a single design that you can reuse it. So that's what I call master.php. Look at it, master.php. So this one is pure HTML. ECU recruit, and this one they are the scripts, that the CSS scripts that are being rendered that gives your website the colorful appearance. All this one are the CSS scripts. Bootstrap, Strap, carousel, fonts. Then this is the CU logo, not the master. So all the information you see here from this place, from this guy, logo, menu, all this upper information and the lower information here where we have the copyright and the followers this thing. This is the code that is controlling them. This plenty code is the one controlling them. So which means that if I have this guy as a template, I can, anytime I want to create another page, I don't have to create another menu. I can use this same code. But when I want to use this same code, I don't have to retype it. I can call the file and include it in my new design. So let me just explain how this one works before I show you how we call it. Look at this navigation start here. This is the home page, vacancies, contact us, register, login. All these navigations are under this thing. Then we now see that I'm getting here, I say include user.message. Here I say yield content. Let me tell you what this thing means. You know, whenever you log in or you try to submit an application, if you tell you that application successful, or you are successfully logged in, or you have successfully applied to see jobs, this is the PHP script that is displaying it. This guy, user.message. Then here, this yield content, this word content is referring to any information between this side, that is after the menu, anything from here. You see where my cursor is? Anything from here, not the vacancy. From here, anything from here up to here is called content. Then here, anything below, that is this footer and the upper part, is called the master. So which means in your own case now, the master is everything. But I'm not telling the master that, okay, master, whenever I use you, whatever additional content I have, yield them here or run the script here so that they can have their own display here. Now, if you look at this template now, if I go to index, what did I do? Under index written as your home page, I said extends user.masters. What this command means is that use these templates, because I don't want to, because I want to create home page. I don't have to be rewriting menu page, logo, all those. I don't want to be writing that code. Look at this code, it's just too much for me. But since I already created it once, I can tell the computer that it should extend this. That is, what extend means is that use this guy as your starting foundation. That is, this code here, use it as your starting foundation. So it will now use it. Then, but don't forget that this guy has a section called content, git content. So in my home page, I will now say, after you have extended this guy as your starting foundation, under a section called content, here is where you will put. You have to say section content. So it will now put all these things up to here and stop. So which means that it will now insert all this code between the master's template at a section called content, which is here. So which means we have our menu at the top, we have the content yielded at this section, and we have the footer at the bottom. So any page I want to create, the upper and the lower will be the same. It's only the content here that will different. So for you to be sure, let me do something funny now. Let's say I did not extend this user. Let's say I decide to delete it. You see what we have, and I save it. If I come back to my home page and I try to refresh, we see what we have. You see it? Everything is gone because I don't have what? I don't have this command, this section users .masters, because inside this user.master, this is where we have our HTML code, as it's telling you the script to use, the layout and everything. But as soon as I restore it and I save it, let's say I save it back and I come back to refresh, you see what we have. It's back. You see it. So now, if you now look at this content again, you see some code called at for each this and this. Now all these things are just Laravel way of saying, you know, in your normal PHP, they used to say, let me see what we can do. I think we use one on the. Now you see this code here, PHP. Normally, when you want to use PHP, you need to write this statement, and when you want to end the PHP command, you put this statement. Where is it? I need to put it, but you can always put something like this. So, what will now happen is, in Laravel, you are not going to be writing PHP to show that you want to start a PHP command. You can just use something like this. You see it? Opening bracelet and closing bracelet. What this thing is meaning is that it means echo or print in PHP. So which means here, when I say for each category as category, what this code is saying is that in our category table, we have 20 categories. So let's say we have 4 categories, one called admin, one called IT job, cleaner job, lecturer job. All those are all job categories. Now, and I'll say, okay, for each category, code it as a category. That is, for the array of categories, extract one category. And for each category that you extract, put the category ID here and put the category name there and run the listing. So which means that there are 4 categories now. If you run the first one, put the ID here, put the name here. Run the second one again, put the ID here, put the name here. That's why if you look at your view, that's what is happening. If you look at the category, network, research, database, software. This is each of the category that have been listed. And the code that is making this thing work is this guy. This code here. If I delete this code now and I go and run my category, I won't see anything there. So that is it. The same thing applies to subcategories. Then so that's my master template that is I'm using to build other ones. No, don't save the changes. Don't save the changes. Then we have register page. Look at it again. I said extend user.master because I want you to have that menu, the up and the down. If I go to vacancies too, extend user.vacancy. So that page must always be there. If not, this code it won't work. It must be there all the time because that's the template we are building on. So that is that. Profile page too, it must have this extend user, but that's the template we are building on. Now let me now show you what happens when you try to visit a page. Let's say you try to visit okay, let me explain this route for you, how this route work. This guy, it means when somebody visits /contact, show the person user /contact, that is this view is here. View. This is views, this is user, and this is contact. So when somebody tries to visit here, they say return a view called user/contact, and this is user, and this is contacts. This is that's what it is. But if I mistakenly put, let's say I remove the N and I put O, it will not work because we don't have a file called contact here. What we have here is contact. So let me return the N. Then, but this one, they are just simple routing. The ones below are complicated. So let me take my time to explain them. Here, I said middleware guests. Middleware guest means that use a security man called guest. And what security man called guest does is that he allows anybody to enter. It does not discriminate. But if we say, look at another code here, middleware call user. Middleware call user is a crazy security man. What he does is that if you are not a registered user, you won't be able to visit any of these pages that are listed here. Compared to middleware guest that allow you to visit all these pages without having to log in. Then there's another most crazy security man called middleware admin. Where is middleware? Middleware admin. Middleware admin is so crazy that if you're not an admin, you can't log in. Even though you register, if you're not an admin, you cannot log in. So that's middleware admin. Now, when you try to visit any of these pages, like /admin/admin/add, listing/add, all this link, without you being an admin, you can't go there because it will require an admin access. That's why we have this security man called middleware admin. Okay? Now, let me now explain how this could work. Let's say I want to log in now. Now, when you are, okay, any request on the website could be of two types. You have a get request and a post request. Get request and post request. Look at this guy. This guy is get request. This one is post request. The difference between the two of them is that we often use this one if you are filling a form and you want to submit the form. You are posting the information in that form. You post it. So here now, when I want to apply, when I fill out the application form, I will post the information. But in get, I'm not really posting anything. I'm actually telling them that I want to get this link. They should know this link for me. You see the difference? Okay. Now, let me now explain deeper. Let's say I want to go to get a request called get a request called slash, okay. Now this is the dashboard, the user dashboard. Let's say I want to visit the user dashboard. As soon as a user put, let's say you go to the domain, the website, now say dashboard, that is, you try to visit this dashboard. Do you see what happened? It immediately directs me back to login. Reason is this: because we said the dashboard should use a security man called user, and this security man called user will not allow you to go to this page unless you are logging. Now let me try and log in, and you see that you allow me to go. So let's say I use this login, and my password is okay, and this is my password. I log in. You are called to this guy. Now you see this information, your successful login is coming from this guy. I'll show you what it is. It's coming from this guy. Where is master? Let me show you. User.message. This is the guy that is holding this information. This is this guy. So let me close it. Now if I go to profile now, it will not ask me to log in because I'm already logged in. Do you see it? Now, but how was he able to know my name? How do you mind to know I'm Adeleke David? How was he able to know that I have some applications submitted, all those things? How was he able to know my email address, all those things? This is how it's working. Let me show you that. Now, if you try to visit dashboard, there's something they call applicant controller. This guy will say, okay, a user wants to visit dashboard. Dashboard is being controlled by a controller called applicant controller in a section called dashboard. So let's go there and see applicant controller. So I think my controller is under a controller, user, applicant controller. So this is applicant controller, but applicant controller has plenty code, so it's not the code that I need. What I need for applicant controller is a section called at dashboard. I'll now come here. Where is at dashboard? This is public function listing. No, it's not this one. Create, it's not this one. Store, it's not this one. Let's continue. Add, it's not this one. Edit, it's not edit. Update, it's not update. Where's my dashboard? I can't find it. It's there. Let me see. There's so many codes. Look at it. This is dashboard. Now, when you run this guy will now call this code. Applicant controller at dashboard. It will call this guy, this function called dashboard. This function. Each under applicant control there are multiple functions, but each function is started with public function, this, the name, and it's ended by with a closing bracelet. Okay, so now for the dashboard to work, it created the variable called listing equals to listing all, categories equals to category all, subcategories equals to subcategory all. What this 3 code is saying is simple. What they are saying is that go to the database and copy all the listings, that is all the vacancies available. This one says go to the database, copy all the categories available. This one says go to the subcategories in the database, copy all the subcategories available. Then it now say after you've run the query, that is, this guy is saying select all from table listing. This guy is simply saying select all from table category. This one is simply saying select all from table subcategory. Now say after you are done with this code, return view. That is, open a view called user.dashboard. Where is it? Go to our view, user dashboard. That is, open this view. But when you're opening this view, open it with, that is, carry along this query that we ran, sorry, open with listing, that is this query, categories, the second query, and subcategory. You might be asking me, why does it list to carry this guy along? Because we might need to, okay, let me show you something. Where is the dashboard I want to open? This is the dashboard. You might want to specify the categories of job that is available. Actually, technically, if you remove this guy, where is it now? That's my controller. I'll close it. Applicant controller. Now, technically, if I remove this guy, listing, and I remove this guy, subcategories, and this guy, and I remove return view with all this guy, it might still work, provided I did not call listing in my code here. If you work, where I did not call listing, but as soon as I'm calling listing, I have to ensure that when the code is coming, it's bringing listing along. But in this case, I think it was the old design. Before your lecturer said we should separate them. That's when I'm using this. But now I'm not really using it again. So, but just leave it today. It's not really affecting anything. So that one is there. Now, but to be honest with you, there's so much than what I just explained. But I don't want to break your head. Just understand the basis. Okay. So that's the controller. Controller is what is handling all the requests. Maybe you need to run a query, you need to save data on the database. Controller is one handling it, and each step has a controller. When you are doing it category, this category controller, listing controller, when you are pushing you can see recommender controller when you want to make a recommendation. This is the code that is controlling it. Okay, so the last stage will be on Chaka similarity index. That was the model built. So that is let me stop for now.